never allow any healthcare professionals to tell me anything about how to deal with my mom as far as what she can and what she cannot do. Guys, you will see me a lot of times pushing my mom to do things that normally they would just tell you, let them listen to music and stuff like that. How you gonna listen to somebody that tells you that they don't even know, they don't know, they don't know anything? How are we gonna even listen to somebody to tell us anything that tells us they don't know anything about dementia? They are so-called experts and they're doctors, but they don't know anything about dementia. The thing is, you have one up on them. You know about your loved ones. You know their behaviors, you know what they love, you know what they like, you know what they don't like. The things that I do with my mom since she first started with dementia is continue to try to make her life the way that it was before she started with the symptoms. So my thing is to keep your loved ones active. Only expert that I rely on is the experts of mental health. I've worked in the mental health field for over 20 years. So when I started taking care of my mom, I put into place things that I learned when I dealt with mental patients and work in the mental health field. Those are the things that I applied to my mom, and those things seems to be working. Always look at the person and not the disease, okay? You look at the person. You do not associate everything about them with their disease, because if you look at the disease and not the person, it's like you're starting to handicap that person. You're feeling like they can't do this, they can't do that. And that's the very thing that so-called dementia experts are putting out there, what they can't do. They don't tell you anything about what they can do. They can't tell you how to help them. They can't do anything. Learn to do things according to who they are, not according to what these so-called experts that don't know anything tells you about dementia. Everybody do not like music. Everybody don't like board games. Gloria like riding and looking. Gloria always been a person that likes to be left alone. So that's what we did. It was just me and her. We used to ride, and she always used to like McDonald's. We used to go get something to eat, ride, and look. Look for things that you know that your loved ones love. Try to continue doing those things with them. So it's like, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. It becomes frustrating. It's a lot better when you challenge a person and you push a person to go beyond what they say that they cannot do. And this make a person feel more empowered, more like they have control over their lives. Don't sit and say, because she has dementia, she can't do this or he can't do that. I say, Gloria, you can do this and you will do that. I push Gloria to go and still cook. I pushed Gloria when she had a dog to still walk her dog and clean up behind her dog. Even though the dementia had progressed a lot and she was able to do it. Gloria is a lot more calmer than most people with dementia. Gloria was outrageous in the beginning, but because I worked in the mental health field and I understood a lot of things when it comes to mental health and how you treat people, I enforced a lot of things. I didn't want to hear nothing about what she cannot do. All I know is what you are going to do, and we're going to do this as a team. I'm going to respect you as a person and not as the disease. You're not dementia. Do you hear what they always say? Dementia caregivers. She is not dementia. So why is it called dementia caregivers? It's dementia patients caregiver. It's a lot of things that they tell you you can't do or what they can't do and things like that. You guys are going to have to figure a lot of things out for yourself. My thing is, I did a lot of videos so that I can look back at the things that I missed. And I started to realize, why did I get mad about that? It wasn't even that bad. I learned to laugh at things. And like, for instance, you have to figure a lot of things out for yourself. Like when it comes down to the medication, a lot of people don't want to put their loved ones on medication. I didn't put Gloria on medication, wasn't giving Gloria medication at first, and not because I didn't want her to have the medication, but because I'm in the behavior field and her behavior really wasn't too much for me. So I was not even thinking about the behavior because I was able to deal with it. But I realized that keeps their pressure, that keeps them able to focus, calm down, relax, sleep, which you need a lot of sleep to detox your brain, to recover. So it's like they already have dementia, then you're not sleeping. So how is your brain replenishing itself? So I started to give her the medication. And the thing is, when she did get out of like really, really bad, it's like when the doctor told me to give her 1 milligram, and this is what I mean by knowing your loved ones. When the doctor said give her 1 milligram, I didn't give her 1 milligram. I say, listen, 1 milligram is not working. I gave her 2. It did make her drowsy, but at least she was able to sleep. At least she wasn't running around and escaping and stuff like that. The thing of the matter is to get to know your loved ones and what works for them. If they said 1 milligram, you call the doctor and say it's not working, or we need to try something else. Don't just still give them that medication and it's not working. You need something that's going to allow your loved ones to calm down so that they can focus and they can enjoy life, and you can too. They don't need to be stressed 24 hours a day. Can you even begin to imagine how that feels? So I increased her dose to 2 milligrams, and she became really sleepy. But guess what? After a while, it stabled out, it balanced out, and it kept her calm. And now I don't even give her the medication anymore every day. I give her the medication sparingly when I see she's having a rough night sleeping or she's agitated that day. It could be months that go by and I don't give Glory any medication for behavior. So my thing is to get to know your loved ones. Don't just sit and think about what these doctors or these so-called professionals that say that they're not professionals, because they don't know much about dementia. Get to know your loved ones. And the thing is, if your loved ones is escaping and running away and putting themselves in danger, DCF or whatever it's called in your state, they supposedly steps in and they will put them in a long-term care facility, or they will go ahead and expedite their Medicaid, which you can use it to stay at home and pay yourself, or put them in a day program. You can use that Medicaid even if you don't want to put them in a long-term care, but it will allow you to stop working so that you, or either work part-time so that you can stay home and you can better deal with this. Okay, so these are the tips that I want to set out here and let you guys know. I hope that this helped. Anything else that you guys are struggling with, please comment it down below. Let me know and I'll be sure to make a video. But until next time, bye my loves.